We're pulling up close to New Year's 2024, and it feels great. And all the successful years of my life were spent in isolation, coming up on that energetic shift that will become when not exactly when the clock strikes 12, but I always took it up on the shift, my perspective, or to push it forward, or whatever was needed at the time in my life. And I would make resolutions and declarations, to be guide rails to my foreseeable future going forward. And every time it always came true, because we may say in meditation or prayer, I always, and it really worked, and it was always to myself. And I'm doing it again this year. And as I think about myself, I can't help but think about my community. So I think about something that we worship the most in my communities in Western society, and that's to obtain finances, to get leverage, to buy more stuff, to do more things, to temporarily enjoy myself, to get more stuff is the overwhelming favorite of many. And this is something that I mostly disagree with, because this is the reason I'm making this video, is for us to bring more focus to our inner selves. Welcome to the Foundation for Elevation Station. My name is Leon Meredith, and I am here to make my New Year's resolution known to you. My New Year's resolution is for me to assist my community in understanding what it means to develop multiple areas of your existence. I know we want to enjoy ourselves, enjoy our life. And this has turned not only our understanding of our inner selves, but to totally take it away. We understand the pleasure that comes from the many things that we are able to enjoy in this life with impunity, with the understanding that I need more. It seems like we have turned into, zombies from the Night of the Living Dead. They want brains, they want blood. But it's like we like the new ones in World War Z. With Brad Pitt, it's like that's what we are. We just want drugs. We want a new car. We want more money. We want more sex. It's at our detriment. We all had those sayings, too much of a good thing. It may send you to hell. It may make you into a demon for the time being until you conquer. But I say that any bad thing is at maximum meant for minimalization. I often, when I did do, ungodly things, I kept it to a certain type of minimum. And it's very important for me to disclose these types of things so that more people can walk on the bridge to developing themselves, inner and outer, understanding the multiple levels of our existence, and learn to minimize the things that we do that's not in accord with our best self. I remember working on myself my whole life and not knowing it, but it was in stages. I remember when I first was awakened on every level. I remember I'm 48 years young now, and when I was 11 years old, I was traveling to a new neighborhood, and my sister's husband, his name was June Pratt. His name is June Pratt. It's kind of an alias, and I was going to the house, and it was some guys that they wanted to beat me up. I was new to the neighborhood, and two guys were just chasing me. And I was running, and I made it in the building. I ran up, and I was huffing and puffing when I got in the living room. And he was like, June asked me like, "Man, what's wrong with you, Lil Lee?" I say, "Man, two guys chasing me, man." He's like, "Where they at, two?" I said, "Man, they was big." And he said, he looked out the window, and I seen them, and I said, "Yeah, there they go right there, man. They chased me, they were trying to jump me." He said, "Man, look." And he was dead serious. He said, "Look, man, you can whoop both of them, man. Look at them." He was like, "Man, go bust that one in his chest, and then the other one gonna run, or you could just go after that dude first." And I went down there and I did it. I ain't busting. I did something else. I grabbed him by his collar and hit him twice, and he was down. And the other guy was trying to come, and I grabbed him, and somehow he got loose and snaked away and just ran and left. And I busted dude a couple times, and I knew right then that I was superior. And June started showing me techniques to do push-ups, and my evolution has started. Mentally, I recognized in high school certain teachers was telling me what I got all throughout my high school career, and then when I went to college right after high school, I went to Tri-C Community College, and during the course of those 5 years, I knew it, but I didn't do anything about it. Because I was on merit roll and honor roll the whole time, GPA 3.0 and above the whole time. And they would tell me, like, "You really great. You should, try to figure out how to write better because you great with words." And they, you should try to lead me. And it's like I knew I was superior and didn't want to do nothing about it. Like, I didn't feel the need to prove myself. And that was even with physicality, fighting, and my intelligence level. I never wanted to, like, compete. Later in my life, maybe 27 years old, when I was away in federal institutions, it was a guy who I don't think was a human being to this day. His name was Samuel Greer. He was like probably the most perfect human being I had met, and I would see him multiple hours a day for a couple years straight. So I had a lot of details to give a proper judgment about him and his character. He was a great being. He used to see things in me and would ask me different questions to develop my gifts. And he used to tell me that I had a few gifts that was rare and that I didn't see it. And when he used to tell me, I didn't see it, but he used to taught to me. He was like, man, and he was basically trying to teach me that I could feel people's energy and know something about their spirit without even like coming close to them, just from a distance. He was right. He was right. It was a few other things, and I started after that working to develop these gifts in me. So my whole life began to be, this is the reason I'm telling you this, or telling you all this, is that when I see my life, I want to develop myself on multiple levels. And I say to you, it's more than money. It's more than acquisition of things, of assets. We are our greatest asset. And if we're not exercising, if we're not fueling the body right, we're not taking care of our greatest asset. That's us. I don't know how else to say it. And I know we have an ego, and we're going through an ego trip for us that, we have stretched our body out of past the point of coming back. I mean heavy set, I mean droopy skin, I mean blown out. Look, our children deserve a chance, and it's not fair to our children with us taking the value away from supporting the greatest asset we have. We want to say we okay in front of our children when we know this is the greatest asset we have. And don't we want our children valuing the greatest asset that they have? We're going to sit and continue to say, you ain't got to be in shape. Oh man, it don't matter if your body functioning properly. I got this money the most important thing. When it's not, it's clearly not. We are the most important aspect in this universe, our ability to think. This is what's going to rise us. We need more people rising from every community, and especially my black community, we need more people to rise up that's more pure, that's more able to tap deeper into themselves and develop themselves into the next level of human being. Like, that's what we need, and you can't do it without having a crooked diet. We can't continue to propagate to our children that it's all right to ingest these Takis on a weekly basis. That it just don't even matter. We can't go forward allowing our children to just run their mouth with impunity without measuring their words, which is their thoughts, which is the force that they're creating. They're creating magic, and we allowing our children to not have a discretion, a bit of discipline over their tongue, especially the young ladies. Discipline. We can't allow this any longer. And I don't want to go too much, but this is the bit of the ideology that I wish to extend from myself to my community, and my time setting forth my New Year's resolution for this year is about this. It's about standing on what's real and being nice with it. I love you. But in all seriousness, we need change. We can enjoy our lives the way out, but that doesn't mean we gotta let the next generation continue with the same status quo that we know all these dark forces that tricked us into, and we that became professionals at it, and allowing our children to be great at it too. And then for a man to realize it, you are going to speak against me when you know what I'm saying is right. And then when somebody else, that the potato chip company come hire somebody, give you some money to go against me, and then you be friends with that person, like it's only building up the energy to go against what we so sorely need in our communities going forward. How could you be friends with somebody that sell their soul? Confirmation. Y'all all in the same boat. If you allow someone to be around you and you know that they have sold themselves to go against me, and I'm doing such a righteous thing for us, you the same as that person you still friends with. And I love you, and you don't even know the damage that you attempting to do. Like, you don't know the full out consequences you're doing, for not only for you, for your family, for your friends, for everyone to be around you. Because when you do things like that, you sell your soul. Somebody might be wanting to bless you. And because they see that you or your friend circle or y'all done agreed to sign that document with that dark force, God is disappointed. And he gonna just, go around you. Well, I hope I was more than a little entertaining. I make these videos for a lot of reasons. And one of the major reasons is to advance your thought process. I want people to view my video and say, man, that's another perspective. Let me ponder on that. Hey, let me hit rewind. So I thank you for showing up. And I hope that I'm giving you ammunition to fight the programs, the many layers of programs that have been embedded into our subconscious. Fight on, 'cause we forever. Peace.